Hi everybody, this is the Planet Earth here. This is from bbcnews.co.uk. Okay, so I'm going to read the story to you. I'd like your opinions down below. COVID in Sydney. Military deployed to help enforce lockdown. Australia has developed hundreds of soldiers to Sydney to help enforce a COVID lockdown. A Delta outbreak, which began in June, has produced nearly 3,000 infections and led to 9 deaths. Australian Defence Forces soldiers will undergo training on the weekend before beginning unarmed patrols on Monday, but many have questioned whether the military intervention is necessary, calling it heavy-handed. The lockdown, in place until at least 28th of August, bars people from leaving their home except for essential exercise, shopping, caregiving, and other reasons. Despite 5 weeks of lockdown, infections in the nation's largest city continue to spread. Officials recorded 170 new cases on Friday. Soldiers will join police in virus hotspots to ensure people are following the rules, which include a 10-kilometer or 6.2 miles travel limit. State Police Minister David Elliott said it would help because a small minority of the Sydneysiders thought the rules didn't apply to them. Information provided by health officials indicates the virus is mainly spreading through permitted movement. The Australian Lawyers Alliance, a civil rights group, called the deployment a concerning use of the army in a liberal democracy. The outbreak has largely affected critical workers and large family groups in the city's poor and ethnically diverse west and southwest suburbs. About 2 million people live there. Critics say these areas have already been faced targeted policing measures. They point out restrictions there are harsher than the rest of Sydney. Our people are one of the poorest demographics, and as it is, they already feel picked on and marginalized, said Stephen Christou, one local mayor. They can't afford to pay the mortgage, the rent, the food or work. Now to throw out the army to enforce lockdown on the streets is going to be a huge issue to these people, he told SBS. Others have called for the government to increase its vaccine drive and support services for the affected communities. Australians' rate of vaccination, 70% of the adult population, remains one of the lowest among OECD nations.